Howdy folks, welcome to episode 104. We're going to load up, why don't we load up fuel again? That's interesting. My lantern doesn't light up the thing. There we go. Okay, 98%, that's close enough. And then we'll go up to here. We'll load this one up too. That one will be at 99. Nice. Okay, should we take an entire scoop, put an entire scoop in when it's at 99, just to, for the couple of people that are going to like, unsubscribe because I did that. Anyway, okay, so we do have this out of here and totally are not going to have a problem because of the train that's left inside the tunnel. I'm sure that'll not cause any problems at all in the future. That's totally going to be fine and never a problem, right? I mean, that's totally not a disaster waiting to happen when somebody goes flying through that tunnel at full speed and all of a sudden there's an engine there and they got like 50 cars loaded with stuff coming up behind them. Okay, we've got the tension out, so now we should be able to take off. Okay, so we're going to go past... Hopefully it doesn't screw up while I'm in the process of doing this, but we're going to go past the sawmill. Okay, and then once we go past the sawmill, do we want to go south this way? No, not really. So we'll go back. We'll go this way. Okay, that's fine. And then we're going to take this route down here and past there and past there. Okay, and then that's going to come down here. Okay, and past here. Alright, so I think that's where we need to go. Okay, looks like we're still connected. We didn't fall apart yet. Is this the one where you can hear the whistle and everything? Like this, if you're standing in the front one, you can hear that. If you're standing in the one behind it, then you can't. I gotta love that. You just gotta love that. Okay, so I think that's the plan. We're gonna bring these over to the whatchamacallit, the sawmill, and then we'll leave them there. We'll drop them off, and then we'll go do our coal at our different places. And then we'll figure out what the next... that's probably going to take up the rest of the episodes, but I'll have to figure out what the next thing is that I need to do. And I think we need to bring stuff to the stamp mill. And I think that's pipes and crates. And so when we bring the pipes and crates, that'll give us gold ore. So then we're going to need these again. Okay, but we aren't going to need these for the pipes or the crates, so we'll end up being good with leaving these there, I think. I don't remember what else we need on the gold front. As far as materials, I hate that you can't go into the wiki while you're in the engine. Okay, yeah, we need to slow down here because this is where it starts to get ugly. We get some turns and stuff like that, up and down hills, and the cat's making noises. See, and everything else. Yeah, it's still looking good. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go all the way past that switch, and then we'll back those in. We'll push them through. And I think we still need to figure out that thing. Wasn't that thing? Weren't we like going underneath the ground or whatever? Or did I fix that? I think I don't remember if I fixed it or not, or if we just kind of worked around it last time. I don't know. Let's see. Let's make sure that we're not falling off the tracks back here. Okay. $10 is fine. 10 is an okay speed for what we're doing here. We still have a bunch of logs. Whoops. How many logs do we have? 19 logs. Okay. All right. We still coming through? All right, we're still coming through. We're doing okay. Give this a little bit more juice. From 24 to 37 in one little tap. Still going. So we need to bring... I like the blur here. The blur that it's leaving behind the posts. Post blur. The post blur. That's just a cool effect. I like it. Need 2 dimensions of that so it leaves like mooring too. Alright, so once we get this past the switch, then we can back these in and leave them separated on that track. I mean, we can just even leave them on the main line too and use one of the engine back here to pick them up and pull them through too. If we wanted to. Might actually do that, because that way that one can be in front. I think we'll actually do that. So we'll let this coast. Let this coast to a stop here. And then now I'm debating whether I should go get that other engine first and connect it to that and leave the brakes on it. Because we're going to have to tie down a brake anyway. Why don't we go do that? We're going to go like this. Turn off the lantern. That ran into a tree. Watch out for that tree! Okay. Let's go like this. We're going to put some fuel in it. Alright. And then we're going to go backwards. It looks like the boiler ran low. Oh, it's out of water. Okay. Alright. We need to get water in that thing too. And we don't have a... Ironically, we don't have a water tower right by all the lakes. Should probably put a water tower in here. Alright, let me see. Where would that be? We're going to go like this. We're going to go this water tower with hose. Sure. All right. Let's see where are we? Okay, so we need to bring this over. Let's get this thing first. We're gonna go up here. Ready? Bloop. I love that. All right. And you have to move it to right to go left, because apparently we're Lightning McQueen. Okay. And open the water thing. See, where is that? Is that lined up? It looks like it's lined up. Okay. Let's see if we can get this to... There we go. Let's go like this. A little bit more. I don't understand why it's coming to a stop so quickly. Is the brake engaged on the... Yeah, why does it have so much drag? Okay, and where's the... Oh, we need to go back up here. You ready? Bloop. Alright. Let's turn that on. Let's see. Did it miss? Or is it just going into the engine? It's going into the engine, that's why. Watch. See, we should have some water. Yeah, see, we're getting water coming in now. And our boiler pressure should go up and everything, too. See? Yeah, it's going up. Okay, cool. That's working. Alright, cool. We're just gonna leave that then. We're gonna leave that running. And that's... Oh, look at that. That's perfect. It came to a stop right at the right spot. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to leave these on... Whoops. We're going to leave the brakes off. If I can... There we go. Let's see. Is it going to separate? It looks like it's going to separate. Okay. So let's go up to here and see if we can get this to separate. Alright. You ready? Forward. Beautiful. Okay, cool. So we will come back and move that other engine and turn off the water and all that stuff. Cool. So that should get us going this way, and then we need to drop off at... Those are 2 spots. I have a list here. It's the stamp mill and the smelter. The stamp mill is this one down here. Yeah, the stamp mill. So we need to drop off 100 of them there, and we need to drop off 150, 108 at the smelter. Okay. 108 at the smelter. So let's check it out. Let's see what we've got here. This is 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 110. So that's what we want to drop off at the smelter. And then 2, 3, 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and change. 80, 90, 102. Is that 102? 20, no, it's 100. That's 100 exactly. Okay. So the 100 that we needed was going to this one. Yeah, that's at the back end. Okay. So we'll go to here first, and then drop off our stuff, and then we'll go to the other one. I think that's how we... No, actually, we'll go this way first and drop these off. Because that way we don't have to go past the end. Okay. So we're going to go there. We're going to go past here. And then we're going to drop those on the siding so that we can use them later. And then we're going to head back to the other thing. Because that way we're not trying to get these out of the way as we're backing these into the thingy. And we can actually speed up here too. Our switches should all be set. There we go. We should be able to take these corners like this. If not, well, we're going to find out. The fun way. That is, okay, good. It's going the right way. Make sure this is going to go the right way. Yep, okay, good. We got it. Alright, cool. So yeah, we could drop these off, because that way these are not going past that and like running into the side of the mountain as we're trying to get those to the drop-off spot. Kind of thing. I love that. I love the smoke effects, but they get in the way. The camera is It's not the smoke effects that's the problem. It's the camera is too close and ends up in the smoke cloud and stuff. Camera needs to be able to zoom out farther. I really wish they would have made that possible. Okay, so we're going straight, straight, and then we're coming off to this side. We're going to that, and then we're coming through here, going that side. Okay, yep, we're good. See if we can speed up anymore. I think that's it. I think that's all we got. Did you like my 5:4 ratio? You're not all music fans? No? Alright. Not even music fans, but, you know, fans of, like, more detailed stuff about tone ratios and all that fun stuff. Alright. I think 5.4 is the one that's that the minor, see, the minor third, I think it's the minor third is supposed to approximate, and it's actually, the minor third is a crummy approximation of it because it's like off by 14 cents. It still sounds fine, but it's funny because there's a long history behind all that. But anyway, let's see. Is this our long straightaway? Yeah, and we can't even go any faster. Okay. No, we're almost at the turn. Okay. We're good. I think we got this. Yeah, and this should just about probably take up the rest of our... I think this will pretty much put us at unloading at the gold smelter, or the stamp mill, or whichever one it is. The other one, the second one. It'll put us at unloading at the second one at the end of our episode here today. Alright, cool. And then we... Oh, you know what? And I still have to remember to do the other thing. I should probably do that... Well, we'll just let it run. I forget how long that takes. I think it was 10 minutes or something like that. So yeah, maybe we will. We'll after we stop here and drop off these cars before we make the trip to the other one, we're going to go check out... Look at this little puff of smoke right here. That... Let's see, is that the one coming from my whistle? No, that's not my whistle. That's the whistle. Okay. It's just a leak. It's a leak in the, whatchamacallit. Anyway, yeah, we'll go check out the other engine, the blue engine, and see if it's done with the water. And then we'll come back and move this. Move this to the other... to the other spot. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna let this slow down. That turn isn't that sharp. It's not that bad. No, those are fine. Okay. That's gonna be fine. It's not going to fall off the track. Okay. Alright, cool. And then that's our gold ore and water. Okay. That's the one. We're going to have to make a long water run because our water thing is way at the other end. We should maybe put one at the ocean, too. see here. We're going to go like this so that we can see when we pass the switch. That is a triple switch? Yeah, and it is on the right. Okay, good. That's good because we'd be having a good time about now if it wasn't, if it weren't. Yeah, so we need to get past the triple switch, and then we can put this on the siding. And I think we'll just put it, you know, I gotta decide whether we should put it on the main siding or put it, I think we will put it on past the separation. So that way if there is something else we want to put on there, we can do it. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go like that. And that works. Alright. Reverser. Go like this. There we go. That's fine. That's plenty. And then we need to get this car. We needed to get that car out of the way. See, and then we can even just take this track all the way across, and we can just back up with it too. We don't need to turn around twice and all that stuff. Jump around, turn around, all that. All right. Okay, so let's jump out here. We're going to separate that one. And then let's go to, we do have a thing here, right? We have a teleporter over here? We don't have one over here, do we? I don't think we do. So let's go put one over here, because that needs to have one. This needs to have a telegraph station. We don't have one. Nope, okay. So we'll put a telegraph station over here. Telegraph office. Where's the door? Door on the other side? Yeah, it is. Okay. That's fine. Like that. Okay. Cool. So let's go down to the other telegraph. Why is there a waypoint there? I know we have one by this, because I've used it a million times. There we go. Okay. Let's go check it out. Whoops. We'll go see how our water's doing. Cook mogul. Yeah, it's full. Good. All right. It almost looked like the interior was full with water too, huh? Okay. Let's do this. Reverser. Alright. And then I believe we left the brakes off so that we didn't have to mess with that. It's perfect. We'll get this off the main line too, if we can. We'll see how far we can get this past the whatchamacallit before the engine falls off the track or whatever. Alright. There we go. And then we will come to a stop here. Let's let it all do its thing. Brakes. There we go. Okay, so let's flip that switch and let's try going forward. see if we can get this off the track. Get it off the main line. And then we can worry about what which resource we want to put on these cars when the time comes. There we go. Okay. Can we hear that one's bell? Nope. That one either. That one doesn't sound either. That looks, yeah, that looks not too bad. We could get this off the foul at least. And then we can worry about which... Because I think it's even the lumber anyway. Yeah, that should be perfect. Okay. That should be perfect for loading up lumber. I don't think we even need that much lumber for any of these. I think that was for the iron works or whatever anyway. I think the lumber's for making the crates. There we go. Okay, so that is off of the foul. Let's go like this back to over here. There we go. And that's going to be this one. We did disconnect it. Make sure it's still disconnected. Yep, it's disconnected. Okay. Just like my brain. Brain disconnected. Okay. So let's pull this forward and make sure it's going to go... Good. It did. Awesome. Cool. We have to get this past the... Just this switch here, not past the triple. Just that one. Alright, so that's that switch there, and that'll bring us down... Oh, no, it isn't. Okay, we do have to go past the triple switch. Okay. I was wrong. For the first time ever. That's the ticket. And you know, I think we're getting close to timeout anyway, so I think that's going to be it for episode 104. Join me in episode 105. We'll bring this over to the other thing and get our coal put away. That should be fairly quick. And then we got to start bringing, yeah, pipes and crepes. And I think our pipe things are over here. Did we bring them? I think we maybe brought them over here. Yeah. So we do that. And oh, we do have to bring lumber. See, there's our lumber. Okay, that's our next thing. So anyway, yeah, that's gonna be it for episode 104. Join me in episode 105. We'll go do the coal and lumber, and we'll see you then. Later.